Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my June reset. It's time to reflect. I'm feeling so excited for this video. I think it's because it's officially summer. There's a little miss that's getting ready to go take a nap while I do all of the reset things, but I am just sitting down right now with my coffee and my favorite planner that I'm definitely going to be using a lot more now that I'm home, kind of mapping out what I want to talk about in this video. So if you're new here, first of all, my name is Emma. I'm so glad that you're here. I make motherhood and lifestyle and faith content, and I would love if you would subscribe and stick around. Hi! If you are new here and you've never watched one of my reset videos, I really enjoy making these at the end of each month to kind of reset for a new month. It's really good to just reflect on the month and think about all the things that I'm grateful for, the things that I have accomplished, and then set goals for a new month. And I also like to do things in my physical space to reset for a new month. One of the things I always try to do is wash my sheets. So this weekend I went ahead and stripped off the sheets from our bed and washed those. I also washed the duvet cover. That always feels so great. There's just nothing better than a fresh set of clean sheets.
To just be, to really see something other than just me, to lean in, look around, open up to the sound.
The other thing that I like to do to kind of reset my space for a new month is declutter one area of my home. This has been so helpful for me, just to pick one small area or one part of my home. He's coloring on all of my pages in my planner. Anyways, this has been really good for me. It feels a lot less overwhelming when I know I just have to do one area of my home. Sometimes it's a small area, sometimes it's a really large area. I will say the last month or two, I really was slacking in this department. I feel like April and May was kind of a blur and I was feeling very overwhelmed in all aspects. And so my home and my space kind of got put on the back burner, and so I did not do a great job at keeping my home orderly, and so I'm really looking forward to getting some stuff done today. So I'm gonna put Jordan down. She's just laying on the ground with Ellie. She's tired, so I'm gonna put her down, and then I'm going to go down in the basement and we're gonna get some decluttering done. It's time to organize. I moved out of my classroom a few days ago now, and it was a really busy day, so I just kind of threw everything into our back storage room, which is where I want it anyway, but I definitely did not organize anything. And I feel like even when I was packing some of it, it's not organized. Some of it is, but a lot of it is not. And I just needed to get it out and get it here. So I didn't want to get rid of most of my teaching stuff because, one, I have a 1-year-old that definitely could benefit from a lot of the things, whether it's now or in the future if I want to do preschool stuff with her, or just like art supplies, toys, things like that. But also I don't know what my future looks like with teaching, and I have every intention someday to go back to the classroom. So a lot of money was invested in this stuff and I didn't want to just leave it or get rid of it. So I am storing most of it. So let me show you what it's looking like right now. It is kind of a disaster, and that's okay. That's why we're dealing with it today. This is what we're looking like. It's a hot mess express. So I basically designated this section of our basement, these shelves, for my classroom stuff, but I didn't really put it away. And honestly, the shelves are already kind of full and I still have all of this to deal with. So some stuff I don't want to put up there. Like I kind of want to use these carts for Jordan in some way or form. I feel like I can probably use this rolling cart somewhere. This bookshelf is really nice. I'd like to find a place for that for books, but there's just a lot of like my teacher toolbox or my toys, which I feel like that could probably go in her little closet of toys, and so many books that I just need to find a home for. This is what the shelves are looking like, which they're not awful, but they're definitely not as organized as they should be. These totes I'm not messing with. I kind of organized them a little bit when I packed them up, based on just things that I knew I would need in a classroom but won't really need at home. So they can stay, but everything else must be organized better. So okay. I think it's as good as it's gonna get. It's honestly still a disaster, but it's all on that one shelf. And by one shelf, I mean 4. But that one section, it's all in there. I think I took out things that I want right now for Joe and things that I will want soon. I tried to keep towards the front. I have my rocking chair in this corner, and then it's all right here, plus my stools are here, and then my rolling cart is here. But this is what it's looking like. I just have a bunch of extra bins. This is like my curriculum and my binders. Again, this tote is just things that I'm pretty sure, hopefully, things that I really, yeah, these are like phonics games. So things I don't really want until I either go back to the classroom or want to homeschool Jordan. If I do that, tons and tons of books, pretty much just books and curriculum is really what it is. My toolbox is back tucked in here. My whole classroom in one corner, which is so weird. Oh, I also have this art cart and I will eventually put this out. I really want to put it out down here somewhere when I get like a little art table for her, but I don't think she's quite old enough yet because I just know that if I put this out where she can reach it, she is 100% just going to open every drawer and dump out all the supplies. But I'm really excited to have this for her. This is what we've got out here. So this all needs to go upstairs, just in various places. This I'm going to put in our garage sale. Not really relevant, but... and then I have a bunch of trash I need to take out. But I think it looks a lot better. I've reheated my coffee. I feel like maybe I should have done this before decluttering the whole basement because now I'm feeling a little bit tired and like grungy, but I'm ready to reflect on May. We're just gonna jump right in because I don't want to ramble too much. Sometimes I think my problem in these videos is I get a little bit rambly rather than just listing my goals. I'm not going to over explain why I did or did not achieve certain goals. We're just going to go through. I knew May would be a really big month. I knew ending my career as a teacher was a really big move and was going to be just very emotional. And on top of that, May is always really busy in my personal goals. My first personal goal was to plan our trip to Chicago. We did do that. I sat down with Michael. Thank goodness we did because I actually realized the place that we had booked to stay was like a 30-minute drive away from everything we wanted to do. And I definitely didn't realize that when I booked it. So we were able to cancel that for free and get a place a lot closer to everything. So I'm really grateful we sat down and took care of that. I also had for one of my goals in May to get family photos taken and then print them, and they are behind me. I love them so much. I'm so glad we did it. I want this to be kind of a yearly or even like twice a year thing for us. And my other personal goal was to just work on taking more pictures, and I don't think I did this, to be honest with you. Don't have a reason why. It was just really busy. I wasn't thinking about it, but I definitely want to try more in June when I'm home. My health goals were listen, I'm gonna read my health goals, but I'll just give you a little spoiler that my little fitness journey definitely took a back seat in May. For the first half of May, I still worked out, but it just was not as frequent as normal or as I would have liked. But then the last 2 weeks of May were insane mainly with school. It was just, I was exhausted every single day. It's just a really crazy time of year, and I was really busy with all of the things. So I literally didn't go work out like at all the last 2 weeks of May. I still went for walks as often as I could. I'm really looking forward to a fresh month and a fresh start because I definitely needed that space to rest and do what I needed to do in that season, but I'm looking forward to finding a new routine in fitness now that it's summer. I also wanted to drink more water, and I don't know that I did this either. I have been a little bit better, I will say, but definitely still a goal I need to work on more. I also wanted to make a new workout routine, and again, it just didn't really happen for me in May, and that's okay. So a lot of these goals I'm just pushing off, and I'm gonna try them again in June. For my faith goal, I set a prayer alarm every day, and on my drive to work, I would pick somebody to pray for them. And I'll be so honest, there were definitely days that my little alarm went off, and did I pray for somebody? No. I definitely did pray for people most of the time, and it just made me think about other people when I was praying, and it was good. I really liked it. I also did continue to read my Bible every day in May. I don't think I even set that technically as a goal because it felt very repetitive, but I just wanted to share. I did continue my Bible plan every day. My work goal was just to enjoy the end of the year, not wish the days away, but just soak up those last moments, and I definitely did that. I feel like that's kind of partially why May was crazy. It was because I was really busy spending that quality time with my teammates outside of school, or I didn't rush out the door as soon as contract hours were done like I used to. I was okay with staying a little bit later to get some stuff done, or like because I was talking with somebody, or I just really just lived in the moment and soaked it all up, and I'm really grateful for that because now I have a lot of peace. And those were all of my May goals. They were pretty short and sweet, and I did not achieve a lot of them, so I'm looking forward to June. I am feeling really, really motivated now that I feel like I can breathe. Just in the last few days since not being a teacher anymore, clearing out my classroom, all that stuff, I have felt so motivated to tackle projects in my home or just be organized and plan, and I am just feeling like myself again and feeling like I have the time and the energy to do what I want to do, and that is so relieving. So I've got quite a list of my June goals. Let's start with personal goals. So my first personal goal is I want to host something this month, just one thing. And by hosting something, I mean have a game night with some friends, or have a couple from church over for lunch or dinner, or something a little bit outside of my comfort zone. Similar to this, but a little bit different because I'm not counting this as my hosting. I am starting a Bible study in June, and I'm really excited. My friend and I are actually kind of hosting it together, but I'm hosting it at my house. I'm really excited to just have like a women's Bible study in my own home and be able to host something like that. I'm really looking forward to it. Some are people that I'm friends with, some are people that I just know through my friend that I'm hosting with. I'm not going to allow myself to count that as hosting something, but I am hosting that. But I still want to have like some friends over for dinner or something separate. But I think that'll be really good for me. I really just want to take it seriously and like prepare for it well, invite people that need to be here, and just take each time seriously. My next one is a big one, and it's kind of broad, but I really want to find my new routine. I am a creature of routine. I thrive with a routine. So I know that for my own mental clarity and health all around, I need to find a routine, and that doesn't mean a strict, rigid schedule for Jordan and I want to figure out what that looks like. You know how much I value my morning routine and my night routine. I'm just really excited to kind of curate this new season of my life and figure out like what Jordan and I will do all day. I found a good routine last summer when I stayed home with Joe, but she was 6 months old and now she's 18 months old, and that's a very different age. Her nap schedule is very different, so it'll just take some getting used to, but I'm really looking forward to that. Kind of on top of that, some things that I've already tried to do in my very few days at home is one, get ready every single day, and that doesn't have to be anything crazy. I'm literally wearing a giant graphic tee and biker shorts, getting myself dressed, giving myself 10 minutes in the morning to freshen up a little bit, because then I just feel like I'm in a better mood. I'm able to be more productive, and kind of along with that as well, I want to find one thing a day that's productive to do. Realistically, I can't do it all. I can't get everything done in her one nap a day. That's going to be kind of part of finding my routine and my balance of what can I do when she's awake, what needs to be when she's asleep, what days do I do what. I think if I just try to make it a goal of doing one productive thing per day, that could be really small, like just doing her laundry, or it could be trying to clean the whole house today while she naps. Or like today, my productive thing is I really need to film this video and edit this video because it's going up tomorrow. I am filming this video on Tuesday, the day before it goes up. So like this is my one productive thing today that I need to do. But those are all of my personal goals. I have quite a few. My health goals, kind of like I said earlier, I'm really just kind of pushing all the goals I set for May to this month. So I want to find what my new routine for working out is. For my faith goals, my Bible study kind of falls under this as well as personal because I, like I said, really want to take it seriously. I really want it to be a blessing to everybody that comes, myself included. So that's kind of weighing heavy on me for this month. And then my work goals, which now my work goals are YouTube. So I want to find, I'm realizing how these are all the same. I want to find a schedule and a routine for days that I film or days that I edit. And my other YouTube goal is I want to just be more creative because Like I said in the beginning of this video, April and May were really a blur for me. I was really happy, but I was really busy, and so YouTube pretty much was just vlogs of taking you along with me, and I really enjoy vlogging. It's definitely probably my favorite video to film because it's the easiest and I feel like it's the most authentic, but I want to get more creative with the kind of videos I'm creating, and whether that's just make my vlogs a little bit different in the way that I edit them, or whether it's filming completely different types of videos that I've ever filmed. So if you have any video requests, leave them down below. But that's it for my June goals. Hello! I've got a handful of favorites I want to show you from May. A couple of them are actual tangible things, but a couple of them are not. I just realized also these are both from Dime Beauty. Not sponsored, but I love them. The first one is the Tinted Wonder Screen from Dime. This is so good. It's so pretty. And then I also have been loving their 7 Summers perfume. I've talked about both of these before in videos here and there, but this has just been my scent lately. But this one is just so good. I don't even know, maybe I should look it up. I'm not very good at describing like scents. It's a warm cream scent with a touch of vanilla lavender. Sure. And then the other 2 things I've really been loving are not things I can really show you, but the first one is a new album, and Elevation Worship just came out with their new album. It's called Can You Imagine? And it's so good. I think the album only has like 7 or 8 songs, but I have just been listening to it on repeat because every single song is so good. It's just saturated. And then the other thing is plants, and that's a very generic favorite, but I've just really been loving plants. I think it's just that time of year when everywhere I go I see plants out for sale and I'm kind of being tempted. It just adds so much to your home, and I've been adding them outside more and just kind of finding places around the house that I can fill with some greenery. I've just been on a little plant kick and I'm into it. That is it for my June reset. I feel like I talked really fast because I didn't want to ramble, but I hope that you enjoyed it anyway. Hope that you feel motivated. Let me know some goals you have for June. I hope you have just the most happy and joyful June. It's gonna be a good month. I can feel it in my bones. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, friends.